Here's my audience. Imagine waking up in the morning and the first thing you do is check your phone. Before even getting out of bed, you see pictures of classmates, influencers, and celebrities living what appears to be perfect lives. Within minutes, you may begin comparing yourself to others without even realizing it. For many teenagers, this is not an occasional experience. It is a daily routine. Social media has changed the way teenagers communicate, learn, and express themselves. Platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat provide opportunities for creativity and connection, but they also create serious risk for teenagers' mental health. According to the U.S. Surgeon General's 2023 advisory on social media and youth mental health, teenagers who spend more than 3 hours per day on social media face double the risk of experiencing poor mental health outcomes, including symptoms of anxiety and depression. Today, I will explain how social media negatively impacts teenagers' mental health, why these problems continue to grow, and what solutions can help create a safer online environment. One major problem with social media is that it can increase anxiety, depression, loneliness, and a negative body image among teenagers. Teenagers are an important stage of development where they are forming their identities and building confidence. However, social media often encourages constant comparison. Many users only post the best moments of their lives, creating unrealistic expectations about appearance, popularity, and success. The American Physiological Association explains that social media can have both positive and negative effects. But certain features, such as social comparison and exposure to harmful content, can increase risk for vulnerable teenagers. For example, a teenager scrolling through edited photos of influencers may begin believing that they are not attractive enough or do not measure up to others. Over time, these thoughts can affect self-esteem and emotional well-being. The issue is not just about individual choices. Many social media platforms are designed to keep users online as long as possible. Notifications, likes, and recommendations encourage repeatedly checking, which can create unhealthy habits. Social media does not provide connection, but the way many platforms are designed can contribute to emotional struggles. The next question is why do these problems continue when we already know about the risk? One reason these problems continue is that many social media platforms prioritize engagement and profit over teen safety. The U.S. Surgeon General has stated that more research is needed, but current evidence suggests that social media companies need to improve safety measures because teenagers are especially vulnerable to online harms. Many platforms collect information about users and use algorithms to recommend content. These algorithms can sometimes repeatedly show teenagers content related to appearance concerns, self-harm, or unhealthy behaviors. A 2023 report from the Common Sense Media organization found that teenagers spend several hours each day using entertainment media, including social media. When young people spend this much time online, the effects of harmful content can become more significant. The emotional impact of this problem is important to recognize. Behind every statistic is a teenager who may feel isolated, pressured, or unhappy because of what they have experienced online. However, completely removing social media is unrealistic. Many teenagers use these platforms to communicate with friends, learn new information, and express creativity. The goal should not be to eliminate social media, it should be making it safer. There are several realistic solutions that can improve the situation. Platforms should be required to provide safer default settings for younger users. This could include limiting targeted advertisements, reducing harmful recommendations, and making privacy settings easier to understand. For example, teenagers should not have to search through complicated settings to protect their information. Safety features should automatically be built into accounts for younger users. Companies should be required to explain their algorithms, recommended content, and provide researchers with more information about the effects on their platforms. When companies are transparent, experts can better understand risk and develop better solutions. Parents and schools can also help by teaching digital literacy. Teenagers should learn how to recognize unrealistic content, manage screen time, and understand how social media affects their emotions. The goal is to not blame teenagers for using social media. Instead, responsibility should be shared between users, families, schools, and the companies that create these platforms. Social media has transformed the way teenagers communicate, but the benefits should not come at the cost of young people's mental health. Teenagers deserve a digital environment where they can connect with others without constantly feeling pressured, compared, or harmed. Strong regulations, safer designs, and increased accountability can help create that environment. The next time someone opens a social media app, they should consider this question. Are these platforms designed to support teenagers, or are teenagers being designed to support these platforms? The future of social media should not only be measured by how many people it connects, but by how safely it protects the people who use it. Here's my audience.